are the 5 compiling reasons.
Trust and reach. iRadio stands as the most trusted and popular radio station in South Sudan, backed by recent surveys with a loyal listener base. Your message will reach a wide audience effectively.
Extensive network. iRadio is not just a radio station. It's a network of interconnected stations. When you partner with iRadio, we'll broadcast your program across multiple locations such as Wow, Awil, Kwajo, Yambio, Bor, Rang, Malakal, and Baliet, ensuring maximum coverage and impact.
Regional presence. iRadio footprint extends to the states of Western and Northern Bahr el Ghazal, Western and Central Equatoria, Jonglei, Upper Nile, and Warab. By collaborating with iRadio, you can connect with diverse communities and target audiences in these regions.
Community engagement. Partnering with iRadio means engaging with communities at a grassroots levels. Your message will resonate with listeners in various locations, fostering meaningful interactions and driving brand awareness.
Comprehensive coverage with stations in strategic locations like Reng, Malakal, and Baliet. iRadio offers comprehensive coverage that reaches both urban centers and remote areas. Your partnership with iRadio ensures visibility across a wide geographic area.
Don't miss out on the opportunity to amplify your message with iRadio. Partner or advertise with us today and make your voice heard across South Sudan.
Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. President Salva Kiir has reaffirmed to the Vatican's envoy to South Sudan his government's strong commitment to restoring peace, unity, and national cohesion. The newly appointed Chief Justice of South Sudan has outlined several key priorities, including the promotion of judges, enhancement of digital infrastructure, and the development of a comprehensive strategic plan to strengthen the judiciary. And as countries around the world observe the World Environment Day today, an activist is appealing to the government to introduce strict policies to ban and reduce plastic pollution in the country. These stories and more coming to you in this news bulletin with me, Lasuba Memo, and now the news in detail. President Salva Kiir has reaffirmed to the Vatican's envoy to South Sudan his government's strong commitment to restoring peace, unity, and national cohesion. The head of state made the promise during a high-level meeting with the Vatican's Apostolic Nuncio to South Sudan, Archbishop Seamus Patrick Hogan, on Wednesday in Juba. At the meeting, the President and Vatican envoy discussed bilateral relations between South Sudan and the Holy See and the Church's role in promoting national reconciliation. In his remark, Archbishop Hogan expressed the Vatican's appreciation for President Kiir's continued support for the recent church-related events held in the Vatican. He described the President's solidarity as a symbol of the enduring relationship between South Sudan and the Holy See. Archbishop Hogan told the President, and I quote, "Your government's support is not only recognized but deeply appreciated by the Vatican." In response, President Kiir acknowledged the Church as a key partner in healing divisions and advancing the national peace process. President Kiir stated that his government is fully committed to working with the Church to achieve peace and unity across the country. The meeting took place amid ongoing regional and international pressure on the government to implement the revitalized peace agreement and advance inclusive political dialogue ahead of the scheduled elections. The newly appointed Chief Justice has outlined several key priorities, including the promotion of judges, enhancement of digital infrastructure, and the development of a comprehensive strategic plan to strengthen the judiciary. Speaking during a formal reception ceremony held in Juba for himself and his Deputy Chief Justice Lako Tranquilo Nyumbe, Dr. Benjamin Bagdeng addressed pressing issues within the judiciary including the lack of internet connectivity, the need for digitization, and the threat of job displacement due to emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. He stressed the need for South Sudan's judiciary to catch up with regional advancements, particularly in digitizing case management and modernizing legal processes. He also suggested appointing qualified legal professionals from outside the judiciary with at least 15 years of experience. Meanwhile, his Deputy Chief Justice Lako Tranquilo Nyombe has blamed the massive backlog of cases and eroded public trust in the justice system on the years of conflict, recruitment freezes, and administrative inefficiencies. Nyombe said the 2013 and 2016 political conflicts significantly disrupted the implementation of judicial reform and staffing plans. The Deputy Chief Justice revealed that the last recruitment of support staff took place in 2010, while judicial assistants in 2013 under the former Chief Justice. Nyombe said some support staff have since been appointed without following official recruitment procedures, a practice he said must end to ensure fair and transparent hiring. He also urged the need to finalize the long-delayed promotions, as most judges have served in the same position for 19 years. According to him, the last promotions of judges were done in 2014, while for support staff since 2012. Currently, only 4 judges are serving in the Supreme Court out of the required 14, and 6 in the Court of Appeal out of 21. Nyombe stated the promotion needs to be completed in line with the departmental positions and as part of reconstituted Joint Monitoring and Evaluation Commission activities. Both the chief and his deputy have stressed that rebuilding South Sudan judicial system will require urgent reforms, transparent recruitment, and equitable promotions to restore public confidence and improve access to justice. The judiciary's leadership has also formed a committee to update and launch a new strategic plan, signaling the start of long overdue institutional reforms. As countries around the world observe the World Environment Day today, an activist is appealing to South Sudan government to introduce strict policies to ban and reduce plastic pollution in the country. The World Environment Day, celebrated annually on June 5th, carries the theme for this year, Beat Plastic Pollution. Environment activist and founder of Community Action Against Plastic Waste, Lueth Peter Reng, said plastic waste is found in every part of the country, especially in the capital city, Juba. As an alternative solution, Lueth proposed increasing taxes on plastic bottles to encourage businesses to explore sustainable alternatives and reduce dependency on plastic packaging. He further sheds light on the urgent need to address plastic pollution, citing its harmful impact on public health and the environment. The 2025 campaign urges nations, industries, and individuals to reduce plastic dependency, adopt sustainable alternatives, and promote responsible production and consumption. Plastic pollution remains a growing environmental challenge in South Sudan, particularly in urban areas like Juba, where plastic waste accumulates on the streets, waterways, and drainage systems. This is iRadio Morning News. And now to the international scene. The information minister in Tanzania has decided to block access to social media platform X because it allows pornographic content to be shared. The content was contrary to the East African state's laws, culture, customs, and traditions, Jerry Sila told a local television station. Tanzanians have reported that access to X has been restricted in the last 2 weeks after political tensions rose and the police account was hacked, but there has not been a total shutdown of the platform. A Tanzanian rights group posted on X that Sila's comments reflected a troubling pattern of digital repression ahead of October's presidential and parliamentary elections. Finally, voters in Burundi are heading to the polls amid a backdrop of surging inflation, fuel shortages, and complaints of political repression. Seats in the National Assembly and local councils are up for grabs, but Evariste Ndayishimiye is safe in his role as president, as he is serving a 7-year term that ends in 2027. The elections will test the popularity of the governing CNDD-FDD party, a former rebel group which has been in power for the past 20 years. The East African nation was already one of the world's poorest countries, but residents there have been put under further pressure by a recent spike in the price of goods such as food. This is iRadio Morning News, and to end this bulletin, here's a recap of the headlines. President Salva Kiir has reaffirmed to the Vatican's envoy to South Sudan his government's strong commitment to restoring peace, unity, and national cohesion. The newly appointed Chief Justice has outlined several key priorities, including the promotion of judges, enhancement of digital infrastructure, and the development of a comprehensive strategic plan to strengthen the judiciary. And as countries around the world observe the World Environment Day today, an activist is appealing to South Sudan government to introduce strict policies to ban and reduce plastic pollution in the country. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there is a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message at +211 925 287 It's also our WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page iRadio, subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for the news in Arabic at 8 o'clock. I am Lasuba Memo. Thanks for listening.